Imagination is more important than knowledge. Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. Two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the universe. Education is not the learning of facts, but the training of the mind to think. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge but imagination. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. A person who never made a mistake never tried anything new. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. A question that sometimes drives me hazy. Am I or are the others crazy? The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. The difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has its limits. Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. You cannot solve a problem with the same mindset that created it. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. A human being is part of the whole called by us universe, a part limited in time and space. We experience ourselves, our thoughts and feelings as something separate from the rest, a kind of optical delusion of consciousness. This delusion is a kind of prison for us, restricting us to our personal desires and to affection for a few persons nearest to us. Our task must be to free ourselves from this prison by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature in its beauty. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. Science is a wonderful thing if one does not have to earn one's living at it. A man's ethical behavior should be based effectually on sympathy, education, and social ties. No religious basis is necessary. Do not worry about your difficulties in mathematics. I assure you that mine are greater. We should take care not to make the intellect our god. It has, of course, powerful muscles, but no personality. The only way to escape the corruptible effect of praise is to go on working. The pursuit of truth and beauty is a sphere of activity in which we are permitted to remain children all our lives. I am a deeply religious non-believer. This is a somewhat new kind of religion. The whole of science is nothing more than a refinement of everyday thinking. The difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has limits. No problem can be solved from the same level of consciousness that created it. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. Gravitation is not responsible for people falling in love. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or things. The intuitive mind is a sacred gift, and the rational mind is a faithful servant. We have created a society that honors the servant and has forgotten the gift. The most beautiful thing we can experience is the mysterious. It is the source of all true art and all science. Human beings must have action, and they will make it if they cannot find it. The aim of education must be the training of independently thinking and judging individuals who, however, see in this mental and moral independence not a separation from others, but rather their link with the community as a whole. A person starts to live when he can live outside himself. The most beautiful experience we can have been the mysterious, the fundamental emotion which stands at the cradle of true art and true science. The goal of science is to build better mousetraps. The goal of nature is to build better mice. Only two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the former. I never think of the future. It comes soon enough. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. A human being is a part of the whole called by us universe, a part limited in time and space. He experiences himself, his thoughts and feelings as something separated from the rest, a kind of optical delusion of his consciousness. This delusion is a kind of prison for us, restricting us to our personal desires and to affection for a few persons nearest to us. Our task must be to free ourselves from this prison by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature in its beauty. You cannot simultaneously prevent and prepare for war. The important thing is not to stop questioning. The important thing is not to know more, but to understand more. The greatest mistake you can make in life is to be continually fearing you will make one. It's not that I'm so smart. It's just that I stay with problems longer. It has become appallingly obvious that our technology has exceeded our humanity. Everything that can be counted does not necessarily count. Everything that counts cannot necessarily be counted. The only source of knowledge is experience. The scientist is not a person who gives the right answers. He's one who asks the right questions.